Hello everybody, welcome back to Black Desert Online, episode 3 I believe. And here we are with Alenia the Valkyrie. And before we start, a couple of things. First of all, I opened this new Alenia character. She still is a Valkyrie. Why? Because I decided to use Lilithas to go ahead and explore the world, so I can come back to you with this episode and explain what everything is about. Because one thing about Black Desert Online, guys, is so complicated until you know what to do. And believe you me, I'm finding it a bit difficult. Not because it's too difficult, but because the amount of things that you need to learn is incredible to play this game successfully, okay? So what we're going to do in this first episode is to do a bit of the tutorial. And as things come up, we will stop the tutorial, do a guide about it, and then carry on the tutorial until we fully unlock the UI, okay? So bear with me, and that's what we are going to do in this first episode. Okay, here we are, and that's going to be the most basic tutorial that we are going to do so far. And basically what it show us is how to move and all these type of things, like any other MMO to begin with. So W to move forward, as you can see, very slowly. There we go. If you press Shift and W together, she will run. Okay. And move your mouse around. We're looking 360 degrees, so you can actually completely look around. Okay. Now, to get into clicking anything in the UI, you actually have to click Control to get your cursor alive. If you click Control again, you get in camera view. So click Control, this is your cursor, your mouse, and click the zone or the area that the little black thing is asking us to do, which, by the way, we will talk about this thing in future episodes. But there you go, we just unlocked the minimap, okay? So down here, obviously, HP bar, so whenever that runs to 0, we die. That's very self-explanatory. Next thing it's asking us to do is to use W and ASD to go to this point here. Now, this huge pillar of light, that is the active quest that you have, and you will see this from huge distances. This is really, really cool in this game because it really, really helps, okay? So there you go. That's the first part of it. You can see that goes forever, guys. That's really, really good things that they done. Okay. So there you go. Now we need to go to that supply box here as well, and still it's asking us to go WASD to get there, which we know by now. And to interact in this game, you click R. Okay, and that's what we're doing. Click R. Dialogue comes every time that you get into conversation. You will have this dialogue coming into the bottom of your screen. So there you go. Find something useful. Let's find something. And we found a few bottles of Rookie's potions. So continue, and we can get out of there now. Okay. So whatever we just looted is in your inventory. Press I for inventory, and you can see the HP potions are there. I like this really beautiful effect when you get something new in your inventory. That is really, really cool. I think that definitely you can miss that you have something new in your inventory. I think it's really, really cool, guys. Right click on it to activate it, and as soon as you do that, will automatically register the potions on the quick slots. Okay, and you can see all our spells as well are already there. Okay, so let's get out there then. We need to press number 1 to activate the thing, and there you go. Okay, now to activate this little black thing, which I don't even know what it is really, you can press comma, and by pressing command you summon him. Okay, so the way it works is in the bottom on the bottom of your screen you will have the quest button there. When you go to NPCs you will see it, and obviously you need to find a cant. That is the quest that this thing is giving us, and you can actually read about it. I'm not going to, because it doesn't really have much of interest really. And that is the reward for doing the quest. Okay, there you go. So to exit, you need to press ESC, obviously. Okay, now one more thing that we are going to do now is see where the quest. This is the quest journal shortcut. Here's where all the quests will be. I will explain that in the UI section of this video series with Black Desert Online. I'm not going to do it quite yet. This is just a very quick tutorial. And basically what it does is to show us the routes here that we need to follow to get to the quest. So that is what we are going to do right now, okay? I want you to take just a second to look at that question mark here on the map. Now these things are conversations, and conversations are really, really important in this game. And I will show you why and how that works on the next episode, okay? But basically, you need to gain knowledge from different NPCs, and that's the way it works to begin with. But as I said, we will go in detail about that.
This farm is no place for a distinguished man like myself, don't you agree? Thanks. You guys are all I have.
This is the feed, right?
You fool! My little friends need better than that.
What kind of person would eat his own friends?
Stop nitpicking. They'll understand.
It's a really cute cinematographic, so you will find a lot as well. Amity, that's what we need to actually start creating conversation. I will explain that at a later stage. Okay, so they are cute chickens, and here's the conversation button. Again, I will explain that in the next episode, guys, because it's going to be very, very interesting. Notes, we will explain that as well. Just I want you to see how huge the game is, really. So many things to learn. It's just incredible. No tax info. It's just so many things that you need to learn to play the game properly, I guess. You know, it's just incredible, really. So let's get on with the quest at hand, and perhaps we can go from there. Now, the video lengths of this video series are going to be quite short and sharp, mainly because if they are too long, you know, you may get bored, and you know, I don't like that very much. And the idea here is to show you how the game works. So let's speak to Akan. We need to meet with him, and he's right here on the corner. You can see the beam of light coming out, so you can definitely see it. Okay. Okay, so let's complete the quest, and we get this experience and some coins, silver coins.
I have some great stuff made of high quality.
Very good for you. Next, and he has another quest for us, which will give us more XP. Okay, we can create conversations. We can look at his shop. Very self-explanatory. If they are in white, you have enough money to buy it. If they're in red, you don't. As simple as that, okay? And exit. Okay. By the way, this is your daily logged in rewards. And you have two, rookies and loyal, and they will give you one every day that you log in. We will explain that accordingly as well, okay? So I think, guys, that we are going to leave it here for a second, and we will start reviewing conversations and things, and definitely go through the UI, because I don't want this to drag for too long. And make it too heavy to actually watch. Let's go speak to him and see what he wants.
Leave Olvia to the vigilantes.
Okay, it's completed.
We all have a strong attachment to this town.
And this guy here is where you can actually develop your skills. Okay, you need to come to him to choose what would you like to do with your skills, and whenever you have skill points, you can actually invest them in whatever spells you want to scale up. Okay, so let's exit here a second. And what it's asking us to do now is to do a bit of fighting, I guess. So if you go present tab, go in battle instance, as you can see. You will see here on the top it's asking you to do certain things, okay? And they are reflected down here, okay? And that's it. And what you have to do is just follow the instructions on this panel down here, okay? Now we need to use S plus left mouse button. That's what LMB and RMB stands for. So left mouse button, right mouse button. Okay. And there you go. See what this little man wants. Another quest. Noisy grass beetles. So what's going to happen now? Obviously, now we need to start fighting proper NPCs and some monsters and whatever you want. And that's basically what is all this about. As you can see as well, the UI is starting to develop now. You have now this panel information up here, your minimap, scales, this little tip window starting to develop. And as you do the tutorial more and more, it will develop more and more. I think, guys, we're going to leave it here, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, take great care.